Hi, and welcome to the episode 9 of ChitChats with Sanya. So, today I'm here with an expert, and we'll be having some of the chit-chats on Behind the Mic, the real stories of the Indian podcasting. As we know that the digital media is ruling in the media culture, to have some of the chit-chats, we have Miss Kritanjali. She is a podcast producer at ANI podcast with Smita Prakash. She is an alumni of Jim's Greater Noida and DPS Vasant Kunj. She has previously worked with Ashtak India Today and TV9, a trained Kathak dancer, and even a finalist of Miss Himachal 2024. So we welcome you, Miss Kritanjali.
Thank you so much, Sanya, for the wonderful introduction. And yeah, I'm truly looking forward with this interview.
Okay, then let's get going. Okay, so Miss Kritanjali, as you were a journalism student, so what actually inspired you to take this transition from a traditional TV journalism to the world of podcast production?
As you briefly mentioned in the introduction itself, that how things are now booming in digital media.
Absolutely.
And when I was, in my student area, and when I was, studying, I realized that TV is now fading
Hmm.
slowly and gradually with time.
Absolutely.
Since digital media is booming, I feel there is a creativity over there, storytelling, listening, active sessions. So I feel digital media do has a scope in coming 10 to 15 years.
So, are you agreeing with this point that yes, it is now captivating the entire media industry?
Yes,
Digital media?
absolutely. Because when you are actually looking at the numbers, if we are also talking about the TRP, TV TRP has been on a decline rate these days because people are on their cell phones and they only look at the digital content which has been posted. People don't have time now.
Yeah.
So they are always on their phones and it's a good to go medium.
Okay, so Miss Kritanjali, how do you decide what makes a great podcast episode, and what elements do you think is really been connecting with the listeners nowadays?
I feel being real and being honest is something what people like these days. If you are being fabricated in the situation, in the conversation, audience catches that.
Hmm.
Our audience is pretty much smart, they know what they are doing. So
Absolutely.
it's all what matters in your content, the realistic point of view which you add.
Is really mattering a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So working on ANI podcast with Smita Prakash must be very incredible. So what's that creative process behind such a high profile show when you're hosting such a show on a large scale?
As far as what I have realized in her team, that she works in a collective manner. It's never I, it's always we. So
Wow.
that is something which really attracted me to be with her, to work along her. The creativity, we are 10 people in total, and how we drive the content on digital media really matters a lot.
Absolutely. Okay, so audience just wanted to know that what could be that possible challenges and obstacles that as a producer you face while creating such a successful and high profile podcast.
Oh my God, that's a wonderful question. When we are actually producing content, we actually have to look about how we can go with the topic. For example, if we are talking about the Bihar elections right now, we have to also focus on the fact that who all are trending in the digital media. For example, if I talk about Prashant Kishore, who is the member of one of the Bihar elections party, we have to also talk about his work experience, his relativeness in the Bihar. So we have to, do a thorough research, and research takes a lot of time, which is challenging as a producer.
Okay, so Miss Kritanjali, अब बहुत questions हो गए, अब move करते हैं towards the fun round,
Yes.
and you have to answer with a fun twist way. Okay.
Okay.
So your favorite podcast host in India?
As always, I say it everywhere. It's Ranbir Alabhadia.
Oh wow.
Beer biceps.
Okay. One guest you will love to get interview one day.
I would love to interview Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan. Why only SRK?
Because it's something, it's the magic that he creates on screen.
Wow.
The personality he has, the aura he carries. It's something which always attracts me. And his words have been with me from the very beginning I've started my career. So I feel that
Wow.
if I ever get a chance, I would it's definitely going to be Shah Rukh Khan.
And you will be getting a chance. That's my promise. Okay. What will you prefer, chai or coffee during the preparations?
Always chai.
Chai
I'm a chai
lover.
person.
Okay. One thing about podcasting no one tells you.
One thing about podcasting is that you have to actually notice everything. You have to notice your surroundings, you have to notice your background, you have to notice what cameraman is doing, what, how and when we are shooting. So we have to look forward to it, and we also have to be very mindful when we are asking questions with the a person whom we are interviewing.
Okay, so the sound you will never get tired of hearing.
Action.
Action. Okay. Cool. So this is an end to the fun round. Okay, Miss Kritanjali, as you were a trained Kathak dancer,
Yes.
as well as a finalist of Miss Himachal, that's a very
Of course.
great thing. So have these experiences really shaped you into this journey of being a producer in podcasting?
As far as my journey goes, it's been 14 years since I have been into dancing. And I feel that whatever the creativity right now I have, the power of storytelling, it all came from when I started dancing. It all
Okay.
came from how, I used to learn the classical movements, the storytelling of Krishna in Mathura and Vrindavan, how things, have shaped me into my podcasting journey. It's all about how I learned from there.
So these skills are like very pivotal for you.
Yeah, it was the part of my journey, initial step, important role into my upbringing, my career, everything.
Okay, so at last, Miss Kritanjali, what advice you will give to the young creators as well as the journalists who dream of building a voice in the India's digital media space?
First and foremost, never lose hope. I feel today's generation is a very hush hush place because they feel that they need something right now, right away. It's never right away. It's all your hard work. It's all how you perceive things in life. Never rush onto certain things just because you need an opportunity in life. I feel that you should always be patient because God has something more than what you are thinking.
Yeah, so we must always be with God and God's decision.
Yes.
Okay, so well, thank you so much, Miss Kritanjali, for being with us, and all the very best for the future endeavors.
Thank you so much for having me, Sanya.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.